Hi, welcome to 8 Minutes of College with your holistic college coach, Renee Bailey. Today we are talking about the 4 financial things that students forget when they get on campus. Wonderful things that you need to be establishing for yourself to make sure that your financial future is bright. The first thing I would say is, where are you going to work on campus? How are you going to make money while you're on campus? So there are a couple options for you. There are tons of little boutiques and other places to work out around surrounding campuses, and that is great. Work is work is work. As long as it's making you money, that's fantastic. Another great option is using work study. Work study is basically a federal program that allows you to work on campus jobs and make money for that so that you can handle your finances during college. It's a wonderful program. What it does is it gives you flexibility in terms of when you work so that you don't have to miss classes or anything like that. And it also gives you the assurance of pretty good pay as well. So there's that. Additionally, the second thing that you need to be thinking about is establishing credit. How do you establish credit while you're on campus? Well, there are a couple ways that you can establish a credit or credit score. And the first, if you are lucky enough to have parents that will allow you to do this and can do this for you, is to have your parents put you on as a signature on their credit card. It establishes credit for you. You benefit from your parents' payments and the length of duration of credit being open, and that opens up your credit score. That opens up your credit file. So definitely, if you can do that, take advantage of that. If not, there are tons of low balance cards, like Discover Card and things like that, that you can take advantage of. A lot of times those kind of cards, when they're on campus, will be there and they'll tell you about what they have for students and things like that. They have cards especially for students, so definitely open maybe one credit card for yourself just to establish a little bit of credit. And that way you can start your financial journey. The third thing a lot of students forget about is that one day they will not be able to be living on campus. And let me tell you, the UCSD students found out the hard way when the freshmen basically took over the sophomore year students' housing because of spacing needs during COVID. And the second year students wound up having to scramble for apartments because they lost the opportunity to live on campus. It is really difficult if you don't know how to get an apartment on short order. So please, please, please be thinking about, how am I going to go ahead and get an apartment? How am I going to find roommates? Where am I going to find an apartment? How far away from campus can I potentially live? And will I need a car? All these kinds of things come along with that. The third thing you need to be thinking about is insurances. What kind of insurances do you need or do you have to establish for yourself when you're on campus? Auto insurance, health insurance, the renter's insurance, all these sorts of things come up when you're on campus, and they take money and they take your time to establish. So remember, you're going to have to do that, okay? You're going to have these insurances in place. You may be on your parents' health insurance at first, but there will come a day, and sooner than you think, that you cannot be on their insurance anymore. So how will you handle that? Is there a way for you to establish low-cost insurance on campus? A lot of people have access to healthcare through student health at their campus. So something to think about for sure is, how do I go about getting my auto insurance? How do I go about getting my health insurance? How do I go about getting renter's insurance, etc., etc., etc. All of these insurances surrounding you to protect you in case things go wrong. The fourth and final thing I think is incredibly important for students to take care of is establishing their own bank account. Now, parents sometimes disagree when I say this, but students, listen up. Your money, any money you make during college, is your money. you can do with it what you want. Now, there are consequences to that. Not gonna lie, if you go spending all your money at once, there are consequences to it, but it is yours to do with as you please. Therefore, you need to establish your own checking account apart from your parents. And anything that you need should come from that checking account. Okay? Anything you're buying, groceries, everything else, it's up to you to make sure that you're handling your business there. So establish your own checking account, making sure that you are learning along the way how to go about handling your money. So that is basically, those are the 4 things that I think a lot of students don't think about when it comes to money and campus. Make sure that you're taking care of those 4 things, and you're going to be a well-off person when you leave the college experience. You've got to make sure to understand these things so that you can have a decent adult life. And I know that some of it may seem daunting, and I know that some of you have had these kinds of things taken care of for you by your parents or other caring adults for a long extended period of time, because you're now 18 and they've been taking care of you for all those 18 years. However, when you are 18, you need to start the process of caring for yourself. And this financial caring for yourself leads to the best form of independence you could ever have. So make sure that you are doing these things. Make sure that you're learning about them, investigate them, research them, so that when you become fully independent after college, you can handle your business like a pro. So there you go. There's your aim into college this day in February 2022. Love you guys. Mwah. And we will talk to you later.